It's not that I have to go through something traumatic to write a good song.
Okay.
I mean, like, everybody goes through the same shit. Like, everybody misses people. Everybody has a bad time in a relationship. Everybody, like, I write songs about what happens to me, and if it also happens to other people, which I think the majority of shit that happens to me would have happened to most of the population of the world, because who doesn't feel sad sometimes? Who doesn't feel like
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
No bother at all. Thanks.
Congratulations on the new album.
Thanks. It's all finished.
I love it.
Thanks very much.
I think it's really great.
Thank you.
So today we're gonna do a track by track on the meaning of the songs.
Perfect.
But first I would like to ask you some more general questions and afterwards some more.
Cool.
So my first question actually is what role does music play in your life?
Everything. I mean, my whole life is built around music. So especially living in Ireland, I mean, my mum and dad are crazy into every sort of music. So I grew up in a household that everybody listened to, like Led Zeppelin, Tin Lizzy, Rory Gallagher, all the lot of Irish music, a lot of old Irish music too. Like a lot of we have like Luke Kelly going all the time, the Dubliners. So music was always really big. And lyrics as well. Yeah. Lyrics would be. I mean, a lot of people in my family would be poets.
Oh really?
Like my granddad used to do poems, and he used to be a comedian. He was a comedian too, and he was a lot of it comes from him, I think. But yeah, Ireland's a very good place to live if you like music. Yeah. I think it's everywhere. Yeah. Like it's all over the place. I mean.
Yeah. So you really grew up with it.
Yeah, it's like living in a fucking musical.
Yeah. So where do you find the inspiration for your music?
Everything. I mean, I wrote the first record was everything's about what happened in my life, in my friend's life, in my family's life and stuff.
Yeah.
It has to be. I think I've never been able to write a song that wasn't like proper about something that's gone on in my life. It's not that I have to go through something traumatic to write a good song.
Okay.
I mean, like, everybody goes through the same shit. Like, everybody misses people. Everybody has a bad time in a relationship. Everybody, like, I write songs about what happens to me, and if it also happens to other people, which I think the majority of shit that happens to me would have happened to most of the population of the world, because who doesn't feel sad sometimes? Who doesn't feel like it's all autobiography. I've tried to write songs that are just from the air, but it's very hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So Only Ticket Home. So we're gonna walk through it one song by song.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's just start with the first one.
Yeah, sure.
Start again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just look at it because there it is.
Yeah.
So don't stay. Just turn away and leave all these worn out streets and broken homes, suburban dreams. All we've known.
Yeah, Start Again. Start Again is about just kind of not being afraid of going for something. Like I mean, I grew up in Dublin, and like if you're from a small town, Dublin's not necessarily a small town, but Ireland's a small country. But I always wanted to do music. I was lucky enough to know exactly what I wanted to do from a very young age. I mean, I was like 13. I was like, fuck everything. I'm doing music. I'm going to be doing gigs. I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be singing because I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. And luckily, it's still my favorite thing to do. 15 years, it's 12 years later. But yeah, Start Again is about just not being afraid to take the leap and actually going for it. My leap was pretty much from doing pub gigs. I did pub gigs for 4 years in Temple Bar in Dublin. I did like 12 gigs a week. Oh, wow. And they were, which is great, which is fun for a 17-year-old. And I stopped when I was 21, I started writing my own stuff. And then when I kind of finished doing that, I kind of took the leap to actually do my own songs and be like, I gave up all the security of getting paid for doing shows to going and doing open mic nights around the country, and then not having been completely broke, and then finally meeting somebody that would sort me out, like my manager Edison, who's in there, and then all the ups and downs of the business. But this Start Again's pretty much about start again.
Then Glow.
Love, don't let me go. If you feel the glow, I'll find the cold. If you love me, tell me so.
Glow is about being in a relationship with somebody and not being afraid of saying, like not being afraid of falling for somebody, pretty much, and not taking, because I find, well, I did it anyway when I was younger, I'd take into account everything else that's gone on in my life, like all the other stresses in my life would lead to me not being with a certain person, because which makes no fucking sense. Which I think happens. A lot of people, work gets in the way or something gets in the way, but that stuff should never necessarily matter. Like if you feel the glow is like when you're the honeymoon phase of getting to know somebody and then really getting to know somebody after a couple of years. And I was lucky because I met my now girlfriend like 3 years ago, and like she's awesome. So like, yeah, I'm still going strong. So like that song is about me kind of learning how to not put this stuff in, like music in, with our relationship, and having it kind of a little separate.
And then not always.
You're in my head, always, always. I just got scared, away, away. I'd rather choke on my bad decisions than just carry them to my grave. You're in my head, always, always.
Always sad, very sad. I mean, I with the same, always is about just missing somebody like terribly, and I think it's a very global thing to just genuinely miss somebody, whether somebody's passed away or somebody you've broken up with somebody or something happens. I mean, that's just for me a genuine somebody's left your life kind of a song, and they're always in your head.
Was there a specific event or something that happened that made you write it?
Yes, there was. I mean, I wrote it because I made a mistake in my relationship. I broke it off with my girlfriend, who I'm now with. So it was a happy ending.
Ah, okay. So now you're back together.
I'm a fucking idiot. So like, I did it. I mean, it was like 2 days. Like
Okay.
it was like just a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
But I wrote it about that time because I never felt that feeling before of having an anchor in your life and then just like letting it go and then being like, oh fuck. I'm a fucking idiot. That's stupid. And there was no actual reason for it. It was just me, exactly what Glow was. I lumped everything else into it, and then I learned from it. And always was about that. So originally, this should have a happy ending in the song, but it would have made it a shit song.
Yeah.
So
Faces.
How many times do you have to lose? How many times till it gets to you? I close my eyes, all I see is you. How many times can a heart get bruised?
Faces is just about being young and being mad. And I wrote it about kind of struggling, like trying to find out who was the right person for me, because I hadn't found any. I mean, I found my girlfriend 3 years ago, but before that I never had a long-term relationship with anybody. So that song was about the kind of the loveliness of being young and reminiscing on all the things like about being young and going around and meeting different people, and but it was also kind of about who, like, how many times until I get to somebody that I really have a connection with. So that was, yeah, pretty much about trying to find somebody that was very nice.
Heart on Fire.
Oh, how can we love with our hearts on fire? Is this enough, or are we just burning ashes to dust like a funeral pyre? Can we love with our hearts on fire?
Hearts on Fire, that's about just traveling and trying to maintain relationships
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I tried to write as a song about everybody, like friends and family and everything. But it's like you live in your life most of the time through FaceTime, so you kind of.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, it's pretty much like that. Everything moves so fast. Because not everybody does the exact same thing. As I'd be going away for ages, and then I'd be coming home. And yeah, it's pretty much about that, trying to deal with the separation.
Cigarette break. I thought it was a very difficult one to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a cigarette break, leave the ashes on the fire escape to burn away all the words we wanna say. I'm counting down every breath you take. It's just a cigarette break.
That's just a song I wrote it about, like the time I had when I was meeting the girl that I'm with now. So I mean, it's like the initial, like, I saw spark and I'd never seen a more beautiful thing. And then this song is kind of a lie, not gonna lie. This is the only song on it that I wanted to finish it with a bit of a twist, because the end of it, I mean, the start of it is all about meeting somebody that I love, and then the end of it is about us finishing, and she didn't feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a mixture of relationships in that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, I mean, it's about initially like falling for somebody and they just don't feel the same way. So the end of it is like you're expecting everything to be good, and then
Mm-hmm.
it just ends up being shit. Which is not true. I mean, like, it's happened before, but that was years ago, so. But I actually played it for my girlfriend. She was like, "Why is it so sad at the end?" She's so annoyed. I was like, because it's better if it's sad
Yeah.
at the end, because it's more of a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The middle.
Fire, I feel you in my bones. Oh, 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 oh. From my head down to my toes. Oh, 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 oh. And I know it's a long way down while we're caught in between. Won't you stay in the middle with me?
The middle is very happy. It's being in a little nice little bubble of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the same person. It's about the same person. It's about just staying in the middle and not worrying about the future too much, and staying exactly where we are just for now until everything else kind of just falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the middle. Yeah, it's pretty much the in between of getting mad serious and getting married and babies and all that. So it's pretty much about all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the middle.
Strangers.
I don't believe it anymore. When every day I wake up waiting for someone to cover me up and take me home again. Give me a feeling I don't understand. Lend me your heart and let me love again. Like when we were strangers.
That song's just about like, it's about wishing that you could go back to the start when, you know, like when you meet somebody, everything's really exciting, everything's amazing. You don't have no idea who this person is, and then eventually, you after a couple of months or maybe a year, it kind of goes to you really know everything about each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, can we go back to that part because you were a much nicer person back then, pretty much.
Easy.
Whenever you hold me, whenever you hold me, I never wanna let go. You're the only one I follow. We never have to pretend. I think that you're my best friend. Baby, it's a mad world. Everybody's out to get you. We don't have to pay attention. I can handle all the pressure. Who said it wasn't easy? You make everything so easy.
That song's probably the most self-explanatory song on the whole record. I think it's just like, even down to, it's like, I think that you're my best friend. Like, it's about
friendship.
It's about my missus.
Oh,
it's about,
yeah, that's what I was
it's literally,
Yeah.
in the first lyrics, I just won the lottery finding your company.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's just about meeting somebody that you love like a hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, yeah, I mean, that was one of the last songs we wrote. It's one of my favourites too. It's just gonna be really fun to play.
Tired?
I see those tears in your eyes, and I feel so helpless inside. Oh love, there's no need to hide. Just let me love you when your heart is tired. If you're
Tired was good. Tired. I wrote. It was a piano song, and it was really melancholy and really sad. This is like, it's just about kind of looking after somebody who's feeling pretty shitty, more or less. Like, let me love you when your heart is tired. It's pretty much about there's somebody feeling a bit crap.
Yeah.
Make them feel a little better, I suppose.
And then Only Ticket Home.
Oh, I've been away for so long. It's like I'm the ghost in your bedroom, but that never keeps I'm so sick of happy, sad songs. They don't work like they used to, and they don't mean a thing without you. You'll be my only ticket home.
You say, I'm so sick of happy and sad songs. They don't work like they used to, and they don't mean a thing without you.
Yeah.
So is that, like, what do you mean with this? Is that about your own songs?
It's more or less like a thing about the first album, and how I was struggling to write sad songs because like I didn't have anything to be sad about, so I was kind of annoyed about sad songs, more or less, because I was kind of like, in a way, trying to get away from them a little bit with this record. And luckily, I mean I love a good sad song. Like if you feel happy or sad songs are still good.
Yeah.
Like it's great. But yeah, that's pretty much about, and they don't mean a thing without you. Is like about somebody that isn't there. Like if it's somebody that's not making you feel shit. I didn't have that in my life. It was great, which is awesome. So I kind of led right into more or less the verses are about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I think it might have been 3 years ago actually. But and then now it's like You'll Be My Only Ticket Home is now somebody that is real. Like she's not like making me feel bad ever. So it was good.
It's nice. Put you back together.
If this house burns to the ground into ashes, we will hold it together. We will hold it together. If this world starts to break your heart into pieces, I will make you feel better and try to put you back together. Oh.
That's the same. Put You Back Together is very similar to the likes of Tired. And Put You Back Together would be about one of my friends that was feeling a bit of crap. And I think it's I don't know whether it's an Irish thing or something, because there's a drink culture in Ireland and people tend to drink, like, I mean I noticed that I drank like more drinks than everybody else when I went to like America and stuff for the first time, and like somebody be on their first drink and I'd be like number 4 and I'd be like, oh my god, you guys are so slow. But I mean it's definitely like a depressant, so if you feel bad and you start drinking and stuff, it's never as good. And I mean there's a lot of people in my life, not a lot, thank god, I mean touch wood, there's not a lot of people in my life that feel crap, but like there's a couple where like if somebody feels crap, sometimes the first thing to do is go have a drink. But then it just makes everything worse the next day and the next day and the next day. So it's the worst thing to do. But Put You Back Together is just about kind of asking somebody permission to help them out.
And Hard to Do?
But I need you far more than I ever want you. It's such an unnatural thing we do when falling in love's just so hard to do.
Well, Hard to Do is definitely sad. I mean, Hard to Do is about needing somebody but not really caring too much about them. If that makes any sense. It's kind of horrible, but like it's about just having somebody around, like in a relationship, and having them around, but feeling kind of bad that you don't necessarily feel the same way about them as they do about you.
And about letting go.
Yeah.
And how hard it is.
How hard it is to kind of be like really honest and be like, fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And then last year?
And I've been thinking back to last year, but all that's left is a photograph. I've been thinking back to last year, and I just wanna know how the hell we got here. Now this house, it feels so cold. When you were here, it wasn't home. Let's go back to last year, back when you were here.
last year, that was the last one actually we'd written, I think. It might have been the last one we'd written. I think it was right after I Only Take It Home. Last year is like, it was a very similar song as always, but it's, I tried to make it as universal as possible. I mean, it wanted to make it as like loosely based on relationships as possible, really. But yeah, that song was genuine. That's the saddest one, definitely the saddest one.
Yeah.
On the record. But it's about just losing somebody.
Yeah.
And being absolutely fucked.
Yeah, missing this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks for all this
Thanks very much.
background
First time I've done that. I've never done that before.
Really?
Thanks for letting me.
That's cool. But I'm not
talk
really,
about it.
I still have a few more questions if that's
I
okay.
like that. No, that's awesome.
No? Yeah?
It's great.
What do you hope people get out of your music?
Oh, but like, I mean, with songs like Always and stuff, I mean, I'd want to be somebody's album that they go to bed and they'd listen to it. I mean, my fondest memories of listening to albums was going to bed in school and listening to full, I think it was 10, but Pearl Jam was my album, which is weird because it's fucking really rocky. But I'd be going to bed and I'd listen to that. Or like Nirvana Unplugged, I'd listen to that going to bed. Or Bob Dylan, Freewheeling. And just being as important as them albums were for me growing up. It'd be cool if somebody kind of, like, there's younger kids that got that out of it, because I got a lot out of them albums when I was younger. So if even one person gets that out of this.
So there's one more thing I would like to ask you, because actually as I said, I'm kind of on a mission to make people start listening to lyrics.
Sweet.
And so one of the things I found out recently is that there's 84 Grammy Award categories, but none of them is focused on the message of
lyrics. No,
on the lyrics. It's crazy, right?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Should definitely be one for that, like.
Exactly. So I'm actually campaigning now.
It's a good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah. How is that the case? That's strange.
It's strange.
I mean, you
right?
got Bob Dylan and people that.
Yeah.
There should be one for that. No?
Yeah. That's what I think.
Definitely.
So if there would be one, who would you nominate?
Right now, I think. Oh, I don't know. For new albums. I need a good lyric, I need some good. I mean, one of my favourite lyrics of all time is Jeff Buckley's "She's a tear that hangs inside my soul forever." It's Forget Her, or "She's a tear that hangs inside my soul forever" is the greatest. I think it's one of the greatest lyrics of all time. Who I would probably nominate Jeff Buckley or Counting Crows, because I have Counting Crows in my heart too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does it say?
It's "I am colourblind, coffee black and egg white. Pull me out from inside. I'm ready. I'm fine."
Wow.
It says jam though, so I get that fixed. But it's I love Counting Crows. Some of his lyrics are fucking incredible.
Nice.
But try to think of anybody new, somebody really new. It's a couple. I mean, Adele would be up there, I'd say, with the lyrics. Or Tobias Jesso Jr. He's awesome.
Okay.
You should listen to him.
I'm gonna do.
He's got an amazing album.
Cool.
But
yeah. So like now the album is out. You're gonna come back to the Netherlands.
Yes.
To the AFAS.
And come back, and next year it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So what can we expect from the show? Do you know already?
I'm trying to figure out to do it like not half and half, but try to put the way the live at Whelan's album was. Kind of try to put the acoustic back into because I'm doing a lot of stuff with the band now, and I love, because there's such a difference, because the band is really loud, and we have a new band now since last time in the AFS, so there's more people. So it's going to be it's very tight. It's very, sometimes very Bruce Springsteen and very loud and very intense, like fucking football match. So I'm trying to put back in the couple of songs in the middle, so it's kind of a mixture of banter in the middle, where it's just me playing a couple, like 6 or 7 songs or 8 songs, and then going straight back into the big sound, the big band. So trying to do a bit like that.
Cool.
So it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Right? And then I have loads of mad ideas for that gig.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got some cool shit.
Cool.
Yeah, can't wait. The opening's going to be sick. Can't wait. It's going to be like, I can think of
Can you give a small hint?
No, it's going to be cool. It's going to be very, no, it's going to be fun. Harry Potterish. Very kind of magical Harry Potterish. But not really. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of really weird things to do just to open the gig.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me.
It was really great to hear all these nice background stories on these beautiful songs. And I wish you all the best. And can't wait to see you in AFAS.
Savage. See you there.
Thank you.